Girl power rules!
I lost to a bunch of losers like you. I didn't ask you for your garbage opinion.
What's up, VOD people? So we have an extra trivia for today because we wrapped up Recon Magic only so early. It took us about 45 minutes. So this is Actual Women of Actual History Trivia by Ghost of Monty. I should have started the VOD after the lobby was filled. My bad, but here you go. Get in. I did not plan that well. I could just restart the VOD again, but I'm not gonna. It took me like 20 minutes. Really? Oh, I was looking at my time streaming, not my time recording. Yeah. Absolutely, Chara. Number from 1 to 49. Yeah, I've been streaming for 57 minutes, so at the time, right, I was keeping the Blooket time with the recom time falsely. I believe that was for Disney Castle Draconic. 35, you got it. Let's see. And Chara, if you used the Redemption, it should play Pat Patty Pat. Although when, I'm sorry, who did the first one today? Who did the first kazoo? Soup and Scribs? It did not work, but I think I fixed it. But that remains to be seen. 35. Oh boy. All I Want for Christmas is You by Mariah Carey. 1994. Yep, that was in there since Christmas time, and it just now got hit. So there you go. 1994. Get that out of there, finally. Yeah, alert the SCP Foundation. She's not supposed to even try until November 1st. Let me see. Was that too quiet for the kazoo? Because, okay, Chara's gonna test the sound. Everyone shut up. Shut the fuck up. Has it even been half an hour since the last one? The soups one? Oh yeah, it's out of stock. Okay, so wait a little bit. Maybe by the end of this trivia. Let me see if there's any other Christmas songs still in here. Was that the last one? I think it was. I think that was the last holdout. Yeah, that was it. So, unless I can think of another Christmas song that belongs in there, which I don't think Last Christmas was in there. I should put that in there. Maybe for December. Alright, I'm gonna get in the triv here. Too long? I feel like half an hour is so reasonable for the kazoo. It was a little quiet? Okay. So that was at like negative 20 decibels, so maybe I'll do like negative 15. Yeah, Char, get in, get in. I don't believe this is typing. 2558065. I'm gonna be... Name a woman. Curie Patty. Curie. Make it an hour? Ilyanwi. Yalanwi. What are you doing on my giraffe? We already did the bit today. Come on. Look at, you could be a puffin. You could be a walrus. You could be a macaw. You could be a cheetah. Ilyanwi. Come on. No, no, bacon. Thank you. More giraffe shenanigans. The light of God, once again. I don't know why this is happening recently. It's just like this time of year, the sun does this at this angle at this time. But I don't feel like getting up and changing the curtains, so. Okay. Here we go. This is Actual Women of Actual History Trivia by Monty. Here we go. The first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, she mysteriously disappeared during one of her flights. Amelia Earhart, Elizabeth Fry, Maya Angelou, or Elizabeth Blackwell? And I hate JJ the Jet Plane. That was Amelia Earhart. Number 2. Oh, I don't know this. Oh, these god-awful Gen 8 Pokemon. Considered the greatest fossil finder in the world, this self-taught woman excavated 3 completed fossils between 1810 and 1828. An Ichthyosaur, a Plesiosaurus, and a Pterodactylus. Look at that! Mary Anning! I knew it. I was just fooling. Number 3. That sounds familiar. The first person to ever program a computer. We have Grace Darling, Ada Lovelace, Isabel Eberhard, or Maleficent Fawcett. Yeah. Lovelace. Number 4. This Greek poet lived on the island of Lesbos, and her love of women coined the term lesbian, as we know it today. Hyma, Alcaeus, Sappho, or Hypatia. Literature studies. That would be Sappho. Number 5. I'm just going to pick the name that I recognize, but I don't think that's correct. This African-American woman invented the closed-circuit television, CCTV, to protect her friends and family because she did not trust the police enough. She was not wrong. It was Marie Van Brittan Brown. My favorite Pokemon fossil is... I think design-wise, Kabutops is so cool. But, like, I was there for Twitch Plays Pokemon. So, you know, Lord Helix. Yeah, I'm a Gen 3 boy, but neither of them are as cool as Kabutops. I don't care about the Gen 4 ones. Yeah, no, it's Kabutops. Number 6. Inventor of the Barbie doll. Thank you, Barbie movie 2023, because I remember. Fanny Burney, Wilma Rudolph, Lily Parr, or Ruth Handler. Char, I've been meaning to bring this up for like weeks now. I am so amused / mad at you for on the Embud sheet. There's the section for Pat's thoughts on media, and there's 3 entries there, and all of them say Pat's thoughts. It's fine, because RGF makes fun of me all the time for saying it's fine about everything. She's like, oh, how's your food? It's fine. Oh, how was, like, did you like that movie? Oh, it was fine. She's like, is anything ever beneath or above fine? And I'm like, no, usually not. So, I was like, great. It continues. Number 7. The woman worked alongside... I'm guessing this woman worked alongside 8,000 other women in cracking the encoded messages the Germans were sending during World War II. Did you guys pick Janet Turing because you were thinking of the Turing test? You were like, okay, codes, robots, Turing test, because that's where my brain went. But no, it was Jane Fawcett. No one knew of her achievement until 1990. That's sad. Number 8. Oh boy. One of the most impactful journalists of the 1880s. This woman has 2 major achievements: reporting on the inhumane conditions of asylums by feigning mental illness, and circumnavigating the globe in 72 days. Oh. Wait, what? Were these... Did one person investigate the asylum and the other went around the globe? I'm not sure. But I picked Elizabeth. Number 9. This woman wrote out thousands of pages of mathematical computations while leading the team responsible for the in-flight software used for the moon landing. She is the one who codified the term software engineer. Katherine Johnson, Grace Hopper, Carrie Ann Philbin, and it was Margaret H. Hamilton. I did not know. Number 10. Look, it's the other Turing. Friends with Alan Turing, this woman was the only female on the team made to break the Enigma code, a constantly changing code that was deemed undecipherable by the Germans. Her breakthroughs in decoding revolutionized the field to this day. And if I were Joan Clark, I would be calling myself Joan of Clark all the time. But she was probably a better person than I. Number 11. Ah, I see. Thank you, hon. During her time trapped in an attic during World War II, this 12-year-old Jewish woman wrote a diary that was later published by her father, a diary which became a symbol of hope and resilience during one of history's darkest times. That is Anne Frank. We do not Draconic. We were talking about it. I have not landed on anything. Number 12. This infamous woman was responsible for gaslighting an entire community into starting the Boston witch trials. I love that Ruth Bader Ginsburg is an option here. I'm gonna be honest, I have no desire to play Days. Damn it, I wanted to pick Abigail Williams, but I was like trying to like go for a name that sounded really old-timey. The Waitilly really was like giving me like 1800s. Or maybe like 1600s, isn't that when the witch trials were? I loved it. RBG was an option. I've never... Here's the thing, and I was going to say this about Anne Frank as well. They never had us read anything from Anne Frank's diary. And, like, I guess bad on me for still having not checked it out on my own. But you would think that they would have that be, like, required reading at least in some capacity. But I just never was exposed to it. Same thing with The Crucible. Know nothing of it. 13. I'm gonna guess this. This queen had over 280 dissenters burned at the stake, most often Protestant leaders. Many people invoke her name without realizing it. Queen Mary the First, because she was Bloody Mary, right? 14. And you know what? I got, like, basically no Chinese history in school. Like, a smackerel, if that. Originally a concubine, this woman would go on to become the Empress of China for over 50 years. Shaping its policies and modernizing the country. The final Empress of China. Dowager... I'm not even going to try, I'm so sorry. We did, and we crushed it. I kept saying 45 minutes. It was actually 20 minutes that it took us to do that. 15. This woman led slaves to safety via the Underground Railroad, freeing over 300 slaves. This is like the first person that I remember learning about in a history class, or like just in school in general, where I was like, this person's so cool. Judy Hopps. Harriet Tubman. I remember learning about Harriet Tubman in 3rd grade, and we had like a whole unit about it, and I was like, wow, that's nuts. I never gave a shit about like historical figures up until that. I love that Judy Hopps was an option. 16. One of the 3 patron saints of Ireland, this woman founded the first community of nuns. St. Bridget, Delphina, Farah, or Adelaide. I am not craving more recom. I think it's going to be a good while until we get back to that. But thanks so much for the suggest. Damn it. I just like the sound of Adelaide, but it was Bridget. 17. Bad on my Irish heritage, I guess, for not knowing. Oh boy. You got this one, Barnabas? The sister of a famous Viking. This woman traveled to America alongside her brother far before Columbus did. You know, I went with the one that reminds me of Leif Erikson, so. The Chinese emperor is pronounced Dowager Kushi. How do you pronounce HSI? Let's go, right? Because, wait, is her brother Leif Erikson, but it, like, Eric's daughter, is that, like, Eric's son? Like, there you go, Leif Erikson's sister. Yeah, SKB, if you could send me a DM about that, that could be interesting. I don't know if I could corral friends by Thursday. I have to make friends by then is the problem. But I would be interested in that, potentially. Maybe not the very next thing, but that should be queued up. 18. I'm gonna go with this. Known as the Lady of Mercians, this woman played a pivotal part in repelling Viking raids and unifying England back in the late 9th century. Matilda, Hildegard, Aethelflaed, or Hilda of Whitby. Damn it, I was gonna pick that, but then I saw Hildegard and I just liked how it sounded. 19. This modern activist has surprised many people due to her intelligence despite her young age. She founded the movement known as Fridays for Future and fights to address the problem of climate change. Got it. Appreciate that. Oh, Dowager. Now that I... yeah. Wait, is that like... Let me Google this before I make an ass of myself. Is that like with... when someone has a dowry? So you're a dowager? I get it. Greta Thunberg. Number 20. Oh! It's definitely not me. This amazing woman is an avid weightlifter, wonderful friend, and quite the silly blossom. Unfortunately, I don't think she's here for this trivia right now. What? What did I say? I literally don't know. I'm also a little drunk, so. And then there's Pat. It's Dowager Sushi. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. There you go. No one voted for me. That's good. And Fruit Lion, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Hope you had a good stream. We just finished up trivia about actual women. And in third, it's Apollo. In second, it's Owls. And in first, it's PJ. For the second time, a woman did not win the women trivia. But Owls came so close. I remember I beat Vaca in the women trivia the first time. In fourth place, it's Barnabas. In fifth, it's Meteoric. And for our top 10, Platonic in sixth, me in seventh, EK Novel in eighth, Esor in ninth, and Cyrus? Or no, Scribs in 10th. There you go. Congrats to PJ. Sorry, Vodka. And congratulations, PJ. Dear Princess to you. Okay. Yeah, maybe if you didn't, if you panicked on Ruth Bader Ginsburg, you could have beaten PJ. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna guess, 51. 60. Alright, there's no spottle to do. So I guess we're gonna play Mickey's Magical Mirror now. It's a bit of a smorgasbord stream, so there you go. Bye, VOD people.